Kotos, first of the Amatyne, lay on his back and stared up at the sky. Stars, celestial pinpricks against the oppressive depth of void, twinkled with smug detachment. Kotos did his best to summon up his usual disdain and contempt for the stars that had looked down upon him his whole life, and found the reservoir of hate within him surprisingly empty. Numb, he turned his head to regard the figure standing silent watch beside him. "You know, I didn't think you'd come for me." The figure tilted its head slightly to one side. Kotos scoffed, ran his hands down his face. It appeared the hands weren't a part of his soul after all. They remained inert, crumbled into pieces around him. It was strange, being able to touch his own face. No more crawling, clawing digits to remind him of the pull of destiny. "I just didn't expect to see anything at all. It's not like I was born in a conventional manner. Does one expect a sword to have an afterlife? Or a cart? A thing doesn't look forward to tomorrow. A thing doesn't look forward to anything at all. It just is. Doesn't have to worry about being anything," I thought. Kotos opened his eyes and held up a hand, fingers splayed and reaching towards the sky. In the dark of night, he saw his arm more in the absence of stars than in the presence of being. A fitting end to something so focused on creating absence, he thought. Kotos sighed. "I thought I didn't count." The figure bowed its head. From the darkness of its hood, two brilliant stars flashed cold blue, as if from galaxies away. "You have always counted. A pity you were not allowed to believe this sooner." The figure leaned down and stretched out a hand, cold white bone gleaming in the moonlight. "Perhaps things could have been different." Kotos, first of the Amatyne, first to fall, looked up at the hand. "Perhaps they could have been," he said, and took it.
Okay, yeah, I rush in.
Yeah, give me a defy danger dexterity to see how fast you get here.
Thanks for that. That's an 8. Thank God.
That's an 8. Okay, yeah. So you're not there immediately. It's gonna take you, an action or two from Zara.
Mm-hmm.
Zara, Wayland has a gun, a laser gun, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
The Archon is in front of you. Solomon is almost dying in the corner. He is eating that Titan food as quickly as he can. It's weird because he's still grievously injured, but it's working. He just has to eat the whole thing. Jameson is knocked out in the corner, and the Archon is in front of you.
Oh boy, I'm not good at these kind of rolls. I'm just gonna really quickly take a look at you know what I'm gonna do? Fuck it. I'm just gonna stand in defense of these people.
Hell yeah.
I've got a sort of gadget. I think what happens is like I sort of like the auto responsive first note defense suit sort of like and I get up to like a like Morpheus and fucking the Matrix, where he's like square up, remember that part? Anyone remember that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And I'm like, hey, if you want to hurt these people, you're gonna have to go through me.
All right. Roll me a defend.
Oh, that's Constitution, right? I've never rolled defend before.
Yeah, that's Constitution.
Okay. Oh, I got a 6.
Oh.
I thought I had a 13 Constitution, so it might be a little better.
Yeah.
Hooray, I get XP. I might be able to level up twice. How much is it? 7 plus the level?
8.
Yeah.
7?
Yeah, 7 plus
7 plus the level?
So it's
Yes.
10 XP to get from level 3 to 4, right?
Fuck.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll have 4 XP left over after leveling up. Hooray.
All right.
So it'll be 11. So if I can scramble a few more XP, I'll be able to level up twice.
Yeah, so here's what happens. It grabs you and lifts you up and looks you in the eye. And this is actually a move that it's got. When in the clutches of the Archon and forced to meet its gaze, roll plus wisdom. On a hit, you resist the extra effects of its failed gaze. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. You mark an ability, take -1 ongoing until you have a chance to rally and recuperate. Take an additional 1d6 damage as the gaze rips through your mind. On a miss, the whispers of the anguish begin whiling their way into your mind. Immediately roll to resist them.
Uh-oh.
Okay, plus wisdom. I got a 6.
Jesus Christ.
This is
Poor bunny.
This is rough.
Okay, I'll mark XP again. I got 15 XP now. So I immediately roll to resist the anguish, correct? What do I roll?
Yes, which is roll plus wisdom minus corruption.
We're all gonna
Okay.
die.
You have no corruption left. Yes.
I roll plus wisdom though, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I got a 13. Yay!
Hey!
Yay! Hell yeah.
So like this thing, its eyes like start to grow in your vision until you were just looking into a deep red abyss. And you start to hear the whispers of self-doubt and pain, like in your ear. What is it that makes you stop? That makes you are able to resist the effects of this? Like, it's trying to put the seed of anguish in your heart.
Mari has a good suggestion. I think it's a combination of things. So I think I get that, like, I think for Zara, the anguish is like, you're not strong enough, you're not smart enough, and also, like, whenever you try to do something for the good of people, they end up getting hurt. Mm. And I think that I think two things happen. First of all, I see, like, I see some, like, fucking, like, fire go past as Waylon's, like, firing on this thing, trying to help me. And then I think right behind him, I can see Ford coming up, like, rushing to help me too. And I think that's what, gives me, those two things combined give me the courage to go on.
Aww.
One other thing I do want to say is that Charlie Axel is tugging on you, trying to pull you out of this.
Oh God, he's here. That's right. Of course him too. Are you kidding me? Of course Charlie Axel too. Charlie Axel probably even, like, on the same level as Ford. And then Waylon's slightly lower because Ford and Charlie and I are, like, super, deep buddies.
So your hand goes up and you grab this thing and you zap its arm and it lets you go, and you hear, "You let go of my friend!" as Charlie drags you back.
Thanks, Charlie.
And Ford is here, and the Archon is between the two of you.
Oh, Ford, can you please tap him on the shoulder and lay him out?
Can I?
Absolutely. Roll hack and slash.
Yeah, I love the just, like, tap, tap, punch. That's a 10.
That's a fucking 10.
No, hold on. My damage wasn't great last time. That's an 8.
Yeah!
Plus 1, that's a 9.
8.
2 of that
That's
is
a
piercing.
9. That's fucking enough.
Oh,
Hey,
say something cool,
yes.
Ford. Say something cool. Right before you punch him.
No, there's no way Ford can say anything cool.
Yay!
He's an idiot.
So he's an astronomer.
Yes.
Come on.
He's an astronomer, but like he's an idiot. Let's face it.
The
And I
moon
also
is
think-
real. Fine.
Yeah, I think he's just like way too like shocked from healing a dude.
Yeah. You're like fucked up. You're bruised. You're cut up. You've taken a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You got a black eye.
Yeah, I think he's
So
definitely
is it
like
just like
breathing heavily, like leaning forward, like one of his arms is like hanging limply at his side because like he can use it, but it hurts to move, and there's just like a tap and the Archon turns around and Ford just fucking decks it in the face.
just boom, and it explodes in like a shower of black ichor. It just completely deconstitutes.
And Ford mutters to himself, finally I gotta do something cool.
Ford, you saved everyone.
Hey!
For what?
It's
For what?
gone.
I gonna rush up to Ford and give him a hug.
Aw.
Yeah,
Kevin rushes forward. Charlie rushes forward. Calico is there too.
I want to say, what if Zara knocks Ford over?
Sure, I can do that for you.
He has 2 hit points left. No, he has 6 hit points left. That's still not a lot.
Say something cool to Kevin.
Also, around the castle, crabs wither up and die.
Oh,
Anything that was left.
We
Hell
did
yeah.
it, baby! Good job,
We did it!
Give me a
E high five. Yeah.
yeah.
We just did it.
Ford, yeah, you are dogpiled by all these people who
thank
care
God.
about you.
Aw.
Calico's there, Kevin is there, Charlie's there. And the day is saved for the most part.
woohoo! I didn't need my mech at all.
Yeah.
Mr. Palm was captured. He will be put in the dungeon until he is extradited by Carolina Sees the Truth, who will take him to a frozen charter holding facility.
Shit.
Yay!
For crimes against the archipelago. He is tight-lipped, says nothing. His fist is gone. Solomon steps in silence, had a near-death experience. It was rough for him.
I could have given him a healing potion instead, which is actually weaker than the thing I gave him, but like, you know, fictionally it's probably easier to pour that on your wounds than to just nosh on this candy. Shout down, asshole. This is revenge for you being evil.
Make him work for it.
Yeah. He seems shaky after all of this. I guess let's kind of montage into an epilogue of everyone coming together. Emily, you've talked to me a lot about how there damn well better be a party.
Yes, please. We have to have a party.
So let's. It's night. Actually, I think it's daytime. It's a sunrise.
Oh.
You've been fighting through the night. I think that helps. That works. Everybody is in the Radiant. You are conscious again, but probably don't feel
At what
great.
cost?
At what cost? I guess we can have some like talking between people before, we have like our final debrief.
I want to have a little bit of quiet, fun RP time for us to like be at like some sort of soiree.
Absolutely.
So maybe like you're the GM obviously, but maybe like stuff got cleaned up. It took him a few hours, but maybe Florian was just like, all right, well this was a fucking disaster,
Yes.
but we're still strong and we're still here for the gala, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yes, absolutely. And some people are like, that's fucked up. You're fucked up. Francesca Bernard, specifically, Roland de Montalban's body is wrapped in a sheet.
Oh boy.
Is Roland the only person
and
who
she-
died?
Yeah, a lot of people almost died, but y'all
Hell
saved
yeah.
everyone else.
Nearly perfect score.
Plenty of people could have. I had a list of most likely to die.
Oh no!
Can you just share that list with us real quick? Just real quick, share that list with us, please.
Yeah.
Was etc. on that list?
She was not.
Whoa.
Oh, good.
Most likely to die. These NPCs marked for death. These NPCs won't necessarily die, but they are the first in the chopping block. Anthony Argent, Ord, Brickminer of South Pillars, Frida Foyer von Berengar, Kingly and Becoming, Stolliman Steps in Silence, and Roland de Montauban.
We did pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
If you take a purely utilitarian view of things, then yeah, we did fucking awesome.
But yeah,
I did invent teeth is the other thing.
So Francesca ignores everybody and is sits alone at the broken bridge, waiting for someone to come and take her away.
That's fair.
I feel like somebody should go talk to her, but I'm not gonna be that person.
Boy,
because
Ford will go.
Oh, Ford.
I could go.
If you want to go. Ford just feels like this is on him.
Very good. Yeah, you could go. It's better fictionally.
I mean, I would love emotional and physical support, but
yes.
Also I don't want to like crowd her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Ford is just like taken off the bloodied shirt and jacket, and he's left in like a fantasy tank top. And that's what he's wearing to the party 2.0, no matter what anybody says. And I think he kind of like walks up and maybe like sits down next to her and goes, I know you said you'd never forgive us, and I understand. And I'm sorry.
She looks out over the destroyed bridge. There's the crab shell from earlier. And she says, you know, my king didn't want us to come on this trip. He said that the baronies and this woman were dangerous. But I told him it was silly to believe that we alone could protect the world. And she looks at you, and her eyes are red with tears. She says, he was right. You should have never come here. I will never doubt my king again.
I think Ford just like nods. He has absolutely no idea like what to say. I think he just nods and goes, if there's anything I can do, if there's anything we can do, please let us know.
My lord will provide. You bring us nothing but suffering.
Oof. Yeah. Sorry. I think Ford kind of like awkwardly stands up and leaves.
And she just sits there with her hand on Roland's body in the sheet.
Ah, damn.
Party.
I'm getting drunk.
Yeah. Party.
It's a very like subdued affair, considering there's a lot of like the banisters have been torn down for the most part, but like Anthony with his horns and tail is sitting playing like a guitar. Timothy is next to him playing along.
Aww.
Yes.
Yeah. Who do you want to talk to before we end this thing? You want to talk to each other, I imagine. But is
Probably.
there anyone else?
Kevin.
I feel like, okay, alright, maybe we can cut this, but I want to remind, Nikita of our promise to each other.
Okay.
So maybe we can set the scene where like, it's like a dour little party, but it's like, people are starting to like be like, alright, well, we're alive and that's what's important, you know? Blah, blah, blah. And I think Ford and Zara are just sitting at this table, like, being antisocial.
Yeah.
And like head on hands, like, oh, just being antisocial. And I think I go,
Okay.
Thanks for, coming to save us.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't come earlier.
We held our own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayland found this neat, it was like a cannon, but it shot, laser beams. Just like, remember in the Bastion when we first, got it there, and, sort of like that.
Yeah, oh damn, that's cool.
It was really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
I healed a guy.
With like a potion?
No, with like my hands.
What? Wow. That's not normal.
No.
That's really not normal. Wait, are you saying that you used magic?
I don't know if it was magic, but
Ford, do you realize what this means? I think I'm like I
saw
scammed
the moon goddess.
Oh. What did she say?
Welcome back.
Huh. Oh, well, the good news, or at least the interesting news, is that you might be the first non-elf to use magic in thousands of years, so congratulations.
What am I,
Radiant
chopped
does
liver?
Okay, yeah, you know what? You got me.
Yeah, divine magic is still
right. I forgot that Ford was using divine magic here because it was like cleric stuff. All right, so never mind. I didn't say that. Anyway, so how come I've never heard of Kevin before?
I think Ford has a large glass of wine and he just like hides behind it, like drinking. For a second, like trying to just collect his thoughts. He leans forward and he says quietly, I thought I hated him for a while, but I think I just hated myself. And I know that doesn't sound great, but, we had this huge argument over something really stupid. It was like parallax or orbits. It was, I wasn't in a great place, and he said something, and I can't even remember what it was, but I punched him in the face, and then I left the observatory that I used to work at.
Oh. Well, he doesn't seem
Living in the woods, I would highly recommend it.
Okay. Well, he doesn't seem too broken up about it. You should talk to him.
Yeah, I should. You should talk to that, Wayland.
At this point, Zara chokes on a drink.
Ford waggles his eyebrows.
Oh, no. Wait, well, of course, we'll have to talk about, things like, how we're going to coordinate and the holidays at the Bastion and things like that. Yeah.
Maybe getting dinner sometime, doing whatever it is you nerds do on dates.
Date? No. Wayland would never be interested in someone like me.
Hey, Wayland!
No, don't do this.
Wayland!
No, please, Ford.
Hello.
I'm begging you.
Zara wants to talk to you about something.
Okay.
And, Ford grabs the wine bottle and his glass, oinks at Zara, and, leaves.
Nope! Kevin!
Oh no!
I point at Ford and I say, go talk to Ford now!
Ford has this, like, deer in the headlights expression on his face.
I look at Ford as though I've just made an excellent move in chess.
Boys of the idiots.
I flip Zara off.
Okay. I mean, Kevin is here.
Great. Should we cut to someone else first?
Yeah, do Radiant and or, I guess we're just doing all shipping stuff. I didn't know if you wanted to, like, have any goodbyes or chats with anyone else. But Radiant or Amatyne, do you want to have any chats?
Right?
I guess Fletcher is here if we want to talk to her.
The only thing I said just then was that Amatyne wants to make sure Radiant is okay.
Oh.
She turned his eyes yellow. She broke him.
Yeah, if he was broken before, it's fine. I think the only person I want Radiant to talk to is Solomon. No, not Solomon. Fuck, the other one, Jameson. The other one.
All right, yeah, Jameson is with Solomon. Jameson, Solomon, and Calico are all...
I guess I should talk to Fletcher at some point. Can Fletcher do at the end of A Treasure Planet, when when Silver leaves, and he's like, I'm going off on my boat to do crimes, goodbye. And she leaves.
Yeah,
catches her sneaking out.
I think that works.
Because she's a spy. But probably she would probably talk to Radiant first.
Solomon, Jameson, and Calico are all sitting in a corner with a bottle of whiskey, passing it around.
Yeah.
Solomon has like a bandage on his head. No, Jameson has a bandage on his head. Solomon is not wearing a shirt because his shirt got ripped in half from getting stabbed in the chest.
Sure.
Calico is fine. Well, Calico has like a black eye from earlier.
Okay. Comparatively, he's fine. Do I talk to Amatyne first or Solomon?
You could talk to them first.
Okay. Radiant is... Were they in the party outfits before?
Right, yes.
Okay. He's in that still. It doesn't look great because he got struck by lightning.
And he was wet, too, because he was in the water... The water cockpit.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's not a great look, but he doesn't care. They're sitting, like, around a table?
No, they're just sitting on the ground in the corner.
Okay.
They're, like, drinking like teens.
Okay. I would like to pull Jameson aside.
Okay. You just pull him up to his feet, and he says, "Hey, Radiant, what's up?"
Hi. Also, I take the whiskey bottle and I take the biggest sip.
Oh, yeah, that burn's going down, little buddy.
Yep. He's had alcohol. He knows what it tastes like. He just can't when he's on a quest, which he's not anymore.
Okay, yeah.
Radiant license to kill ire, can fuck.
Oh, okay.
Can fuck, can drink. 300 gold, baby.
Lie, cheat, and steal.
His new life of crime. It's just starting.
Hey, don't give away season 2.
Hey.
Hey. Bud?
How are you feeling? He points at his own head, like, bandage.
Oh, that, like, monster threw me into a pillar and I smacked my head and got knocked out. It hurt.
I didn't even see the monster. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help.
Oh, no, it's okay. Radiant, Zara and Ford took care of him.
That's good.
He stabbed Solomon in the chest. Solomon nearly died. Solomon waves.
Oh, shit, what?
Yeah.
This is all in character.
Yeah.
Radiant swears now.
Yeah, he's had like a crisis of faith. Apparently he met his boss and he got a new appreciation for what it means to meet death.
He met it. What are you talking about?
Well, he was dying, right?
Ooh.
Okay.
So
unfair.
And his boss is deaf?
Well, metaphorically speaking. The Cazadors swear themselves to the goddess of death.
Okay.
Wife.
That sounds like Wife City to me, says Mari, not Radiant. Radiant's gay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's unpack that later. Is he fine now?
I mean, I think he's have to do some, like, introspection about his vocation, but, I mean, physically, yeah.
Radiant tries to do what here is evil.
You have no idea.
Cool. Fun. Love it.
You're gonna have to decide for yourself from now on.
Yep. I mean, most of the ones have been fairly obvious. So far. Was Marvel evil, by the way? Just sidebar.
Oh yeah.
Did I do that? Oh shit. Fuck.
That man
Cool.
was so evil. I don't think you did what he was evil, but he is.
I didn't. I made cool. I made a deal with him.
He's like lawful evil.
He oozed evil.
So, I mean, sidebar. Personally, my perception of evil, how I've been doing it, like part of it is like Radiant's own thing, but I personally define evil as it's a scale between selfishness and altruism, where the most evil people care about only themselves and getting everything at the expense of anyone else.
Okay,
which is like Marvel's thing.
That's fair.
Solomon doesn't care about the people he kills.
That tracks.
Yeah,
I am indebted to that guy. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And he stole a calf.
Anyway,
or a mech.
What?
His subordinate stole a mech.
He did steal a mech. Pretty cool. Anyway, okay. Hey, Jameson.
Yeah.
I don't think Radiant knows he's doing this yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of looks more serious, and he's like, hey, remember that city with the library?
Reminiscent.
Yeah, you said you grew up nearby, right? You know the area?
Yeah, I've been there, a bunch of times when I was a kid. It's been a while, but I'm sure I remember it.
Why don't you take me there? And that's the move. And I get to roll charisma.
Yay.
Roll charisma.
Ah, shit. If I fail one more time, I level up. Is the trade-off? 10!
Yes,
Fuck.
yes,
That's a 10.
yes.
Yeah.
So read this firebrand move.
Okay. When you introduce a new idea to an NPC, roll plus charisma. On a 10+, they believe the idea to be their own and take to it with fervor. On a 7 to 9, their passion fades after a day or two. On a miss, they respond negatively, speaking out against the idea.
All right. He and does it look like anything? Like, do your eyes crackle with electricity?
They absolutely do.
Hell yeah. And he kind of nods and he says, yeah, that sounds great. It's been so long since I've been back. If we, once we get back, we can, get our stuff, get BT taken care of and probably head out quick after that. If we make it fast, we can probably make it in time for, the Remembrance Festival.
I'd like that.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. I can show you all my old spots.
Yeah. Thanks, Jameson.
Yeah, no problem, man. And he kind of pats you on the shoulder and says, stick together.
Yeah. When he pats Radiant on the shoulder, there's kind of a crackle of electricity.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Roll Dice and Cry. This is Zach, your friendly neighborhood GM, and you're halfway through episode 43 of On the Shoulders of Giants. That's the last episode of the season. How do you feel? Pretty good, I hope. How about that punch and those robots and that monster? All good stuff. Yeah. Not a lot going on for us this week. That's a lie. We've been doing a lot of stuff. We've been working on the next season. Probably not going to be going up until the new year. And we're going to have some filler stuff to fill out the break between, but we're not sure exactly what order that's going to be in. So we'll let you know. We'll keep you posted. But hey, you got to the end. Congratulations. And thank you so much for being here this whole way. We do have an iTunes review today. It will probably be the last one I read on the air. We're probably going to think of something else to do for interludes or show structure in the next season. But I'm going to read this one. It is from Sorbet, who is a real good artist who has done a lot of good podcast cover art for some other podcasts. Well, just keep your eyes open. Anyway, Sorbet says, fun adventure. From Ardak's diverse and enthusiastic cast to the incredible music, this is an actual play podcast that is not to be missed. You'll find that every episode is rich with imaginative dialogue and characters. I mean, even the NPCs are standout. I feel like a kid that just wants to collect them all as toys. I'm in awe of DM Zachary Fredrickson's ability to craft such a colorful world, and I'm left on the edge of my seat after, and sometimes even during, every episode. Thank you so much, Sorbet. It's very nice of you. And even if we're not reading these on the air, it would still mean the world to us if you reviewed us on iTunes, other listeners. I think that helps, like, algorithms for iTunes so that more people will see us. And that's never a bad thing. Also, thank you for tweeting and blogging with the show with the hashtag Ardacast, RDACAST. This is the finale, so I can imagine that there's going to be some reactions, and I'm really looking forward to that. Please continue to do it. Keep telling your friends about the show. It's the best way for us to grow. And yeah, we really, really appreciate it. Also, we have, at this moment, recorded the Q&A, season 1. We will be putting that out at some point in the following weeks. We'll see. We've got some stuff planned, some fun stuff that I hope you're gonna like, to fill out this break. And we probably will be taking a bit of a break, at some point, because, the holidays are coming up and there's a lot of stuff. People are going from different countries to visit family and all sorts of stuff. So, keep your eye on the feed. Keep talking about the show. Now you can listen to the whole thing in order, like all at once, and it's great. And thank you so much. And until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon. We're sailing out.
Well, Amatyne can be, she's drinking in the corner by herself. Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to anybody. But I mean, she does. She is not currently talking to anybody. Like, I don't know where Daria is, but she doesn't really want to be around anybody. But she watches Radiant talk to Jameson, and then when Radiant walks away from Jameson, she walks over and she has a really big, wine glasses are really big because you're not supposed to fill them up all the way. And if you do, you can put half a bottle of wine into one glass. That's what she has done. So,
Wow.
Perfect.
and she walks up to Radiant and real quiet, are you okay? We didn't get to talk after you woke up.
I don't know. I'm fine.
She leans down a little bit to look at his eyes close. I'm really sorry about that.
This is the least of the things that has happened to me today.
I see your scar. You. I really thought you were dead.
Me too. I'm trying to think, what moves do paladins have? Because I was gonna do a thing for him to test it, aside from what here is evil. I can't.
What about cast create light or whatever?
Yeah, there's your spells that you got from being a paladin. There was guidance.
Yeah. Guidance he can't do. I was just I was thinking of something that Amatyne could verify.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about you could try to I am the law me? She says, is there anything I can do to help?
I mean, if Radiant says something like, hey, get me a drink, Amatyne will probably do it.
But she'll ask why. If he says leave me alone, she'll ask why.
Okay.
She won't act like it's a spell.
Okay, yeah, he's testing it, so he doesn't actually want you to leave him alone, but, he says in, like, a very strict voice, leave me alone.
Are you upset with me? I was only trying to help.
No, damn it, why isn't it? I can't do things anymore. Anything. I can't see who isn't evil, which I could see all the time, and it was really useful, especially at this party full of evil people. And one of them stole a robot, and I can't. I mean, I couldn't before. I can't feel Chella's presence even more now, and I can't do my spells, and I can't make my sword get better.
Well, I mean, and she leans in, like, she's trying to make him feel better.
Drink.
She doesn't.
I'm allowed to drink again, and he downs an entire glass of wine.
She leans in and she gives him her glass of wine because he seems to need it, and she says, "Don't tell Ford this, but I really think that you're like one of our strongest fighters, and I don't think you need Chella."
I do, is the thing. I need him. I haven't given up.
Do you want to be a bard? I'm really bad at it.
You're a really good bard. I like.
Did you see what I did to Anthony?
He looks great now.
I know. But he's got a tail.
I got a tail.
It's so cute.
He didn't have... that's true. Maybe I just wanted him to be like you.
Anthony looks more like a kobold now.
Yeah, he's a little bit kobold.
He's a little scaly.
No, he's a tiefling.
Oh, okay.
He's a scaly.
He's a what? What is he?
He's a scaly.
He's a deviant
Same little guy, same.
Well, I don't want to use my powers anymore. It didn't help today, so I don't know.
You helped me.
I did give you yellow eyes, though.
They look nice. I think they go well together with my skin color and stuff. They're aesthetic.
Good contrast. Yeah. She holds her hand out, look, just to show off the claws. Not. I just wish it didn't happen every time I did something.
It doesn't, right? I've seen you do stuff.
Once I turned a man's foot into a hoof.
Was Radiant just there for that? Man. I think he wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Remember that time I turned a man's foot into a hoof?
I don't think Radiant was there for that.
He was in that arc.
Somebody
but he
was there, wasn't?
Busy
Oh no,
yeah. He wasn't he wasn't in the moment. Did Adeline tell people?
She's telling him now.
I think it was pretty evident, probably.
Yeah, what's that man doing with the goat hoof?
She just says, yeah, once I turned a man's foot into a hoof, and he was just an old man.
Oh, that's what that happened to that guy.
Yeah, I think I did it once successfully today. Once.
Well, my mech got completely destroyed. It really ate shit. So, I think we're even. He holds out a hand to a firm handshake.
She takes his hand, pulls him in a hug. No handshakes here.
Oh,
no handshakes here. You gotta hug a tiny friend.
No handshakes, only hugs.
Oh, I'm glad you're okay.
Me too.
Oh.
And you're not allowed to go to that city alone. I
do what I want, Mom.
You're grounded. Where's Fletcher?
She's you see her
Speaking of Mom.
You see her sneaking out of a window almost.
No, she don't. Mm-hmm. She turns Fletcher's trying to sneak her out of a window, and Adeline's going to sneak up on her.
Okay.
Leaving?
Ah! She, almost falls and then catches herself, and she says, Amatyne. Well, mockingbirds go where they're needed and position people and to save the day, and you saved the day, so you don't really need me. I'm sure there's something else I can be doing.
I did need you, you're my real mum. No, she doesn't say anything like that. Did she tell me why she was in the mech?
I think she was gonna, surprise you.
Oh, that's right. That's
a
very
fake
cute.
Reason.
That's
not
very
real.
cute for a spy. Were you really just in my mech to surprise me?
Well, I figured you might need it, and I know my way around a stringed instrument. I figured I could figure it out.
God, I wish that there was other magic bards that I could ask for help. She says, God. Does she got, secrets left to explain? I can't remember if I know everything that she's doing yet. She said I think she was like, I should have told you this earlier, blah, blah, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, everything, about the book and about what she was doing and why she did it.
Mm.
She knows Nemo.
Of course she does.
They've met. But yeah, and she says, the book, it's your story. So it was pretty hard to get. An antiquarian in the yacht had it.
You could have told me all of this earlier.
I know. It's, like I said, when you get to be in my age in the line of work, you're very used to not telling anybody anything. But there is one thing I should have told you from the very beginning. And that is, I am so proud of who you've become.
Oh my god. She don't say that loud. That's me. She is very quiet. She's not particularly proud of herself. She just says, you should keep in contact more this time, because I have to live on an island with my mother right now.
Oh no.
And I could really use I could really use more people being proud of me and not that.
Oh, she pulls you into a hug real tight.
Yes, all the hugs for Amatyne.
She holds you close. And then when she lets you go, she holds up your communicator.
Mm-hmm.
The one that she just she just took it out of your pocket.
She stole it from me. I can't be mad at her.
She says,
look at her, she's great.
She says, I can call you now.
Good. I'm good. I was going to give it to you anyway. I knew you were doing that. She did not.
I know. You're such a smart girl. You're so talented.
Stop, Mom, you're embarrassing me.
You're such a good bard.
I am not. Did you? That's not a character either. She lets her go for drama.
I defy you to find a better one.
I think I'm the only one, so that's an easy competition to win.
And she winks. Because that's what she meant.
Bye, Mum.
She says,
goodbye, Dad.
Yes, there's always another crisis, isn't there?
Yeah. Then she looks back at, where fucking Ford and Zara are both being, wingmanned in the worst possible way, and is like, clearly.
And you turn back and she's gone.
Yeah, that's good. That's how a spy does it.
That's how a spy does
Batman.
Batman's gone.
Bye, Batman.
Ford, do you want to talk to Kevin?
I do. I do. Ford's confused. I think Ford puts down his wine glass, kind of offers the wine bottle to Kevin.
He shakes a bottle of scotch that he's got.
Right.
Well, the castle's pretty much destroyed, so we're kind of just Using up the stocks.
That's fair. You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of anomalies in the sky headed this way. I guess we found out what those were.
Oh, yeah. You're like, okay, right? You didn't get fucked up in the fight or anything.
I'm okay.
Cool.
A couple scratches, a couple bruises. I tripped over a rug at one point.
Oh. You were always kind of clumsy.
Yeah, I know. You look bad.
Yeah, that's kind of, baseline now.
Yep. So, finally, and he kind of wiggles his finger, you're not more handsome than me tonight.
Damn, Jesus.
Ford does absolutely laugh and then goes, I don't think I've ever been more handsome than you.
Bullshit.
Ooh.
Bullshit.
Oh.
You had the long flowing hair. You had the rugged, look at your jaw.
Are you fucking kidding me right now, Kevin? When's the last time you looked in a mirror? Seriously.
I mean, I look at it to shave.
This is so cute.
Yeah,
you got that whole, Ford just, waves his hands helplessly, got that whole thing going on.
Learn some words, and he kicks you.
Ford loses all of his HP and dies.
No.
Roll damage.
No, fucking Kevin doesn't have any attack bonuses. He doesn't have a damage die.
Plus 10 to attack. His heart.
I think, see, there's two ways this could go. Ford falls over for dramatic effect, or Ford doesn't move at all.
Both very good.
They're both really good.
Ford, wait. Ford falls
think-
over, grabs Kevin's hand as he falls over, and pulls him down too.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Cute.
Yeah, good one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so Ford falls over, drags Kevin down, and you're both laying on the ground next to each other. And Kevin's laughing. And he says, you know, Amadeus, after everything, I still missed you. You were fun when you weren't up your own ass.
Ford laughs again. It's like, I missed you too.
You both lay on your backs and you're looking up, and you see the last vestige of the stars as the morning is coming up.
Oh, that's gay. I think Ford looks over and goes, I really am sorry for the person that I was at the observatory. That I want to say that wasn't me, but that's a lie. That was absolutely me, and I was an asshole. And I'm sorry I had to deal with that.
And he looks at...
There were 3 other people there.
And he looks at you, and he smirks, and he says, I thought that was Amadeus Linnae. and he pokes you in the chest, and he says, aren't you Ford Maphorn?
Yeah, I don't believe we've ever been formally introduced.
No.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Kevin Ramone. I've heard that you're a hero.
You could say that. Yeah, I might have just saved a castle.
Well, that sounds extremely interesting.
And, aren't you an astronomer?
Yeah, I'm, got a pretty sweet gig working for, I guess you'd call her a titan. She's just this,
wow.
Yeah, matriarch of a family. Oh, she's so cool. She gives me all the telescopes I want, really.
Nice. You know, that's a huge coincidence, because I'm also a Titan.
You don't say.
So, I guess we'll be seeing a lot of each other, huh?
You know what? I think that I would like that.
Hell yeah. Ford doesn't say that. Ford thinks that, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think he kind of, like, lies back and, like, points up at one of the fading constellations and says something nerdy.
Hell yeah. What?
It's just so cute.
Sloan is...
I was slapping my chest, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sloan is screaming about kissing him, but I don't think that's going to happen right now.
No. I think Ford just, points up at a constellation, goes, wasn't that one your favorite?
Oh my god.
Oh, very good.
Boy.
Oh.
My heart.
Emily's dead.
Killed it.
I am like, I'm losing my mind at this fucking, like, this is so gay and I'm living for it. A bleak world we live in and you've given me this gift.
Yeah. Speaking of gifts, Zara. Waylon Ivaldi sits down at the table next to you, and they say, are you doing all right?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. Yes, only a couple scratches on me. But not in the least because of my auto-responsive personal defense suit, which I didn't have much of a chance to test before this, but it seems to be quite the winner.
Oh, absolutely. I believe I saw a little bit of it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Miss R. Fontaine's like pretty much the coolest and smartest and best person in the whole goddamn world.
Charlie, no.
Charlie Axel is sitting on the other side of you, leaning forward. He's like, yeah, she's like the best.
Mm-hmm.
You're like super lucky that you got to meet her.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
She's a good wingman.
And he says, well, you know what? We just got a broken robot. You should come over and help us fix it, right? And Waylon kind of looks at Charlie and looks at Zara and says, "Certainly, I can do that." Says Charlie says, "Good," and he slaps the bottle between you and runs away.
Wonderful boy.
What a good wingman.
I shakily reach my hand out and grab the bottle and just start drinking.
This is the would you like to stay forever scene from Mulan.
This is the what?
The would you like to stay forever scene from Mulan. At the
Oh
end.
yeah, for sure.
Well, we certainly could use the help fixing up the calf. I didn't really get to see it, but I heard that the Bulwark Titan was very heavily damaged, so that'll need a lot of work.
I can imagine. Thankfully, we've got our silver kindness units. We can assuredly carry it back to your laboratory.
Yes, certainly we could. And if you decide to stay, we could show you the hangar on the Bastion. It's a little bit, it's about the same size as the hangar here, but it moves. So that's cool.
Yes, I was there for that before you were, but I was there.
Oh, right, yeah. So you probably know all of the ins and outs of the Bastion.
But and they put their hand on your shoulder and they grin and they say, "I'm sure you've done wonderful things with the place. I would love to see the changes you've made."
Oh well, they were nothing special.
Oh, I doubt that very much.
So, how about the laser gun is pretty cool.
Yes, I believe they're called Starcasters. They were
that's a better name.
Old technology from the Age of Titans.
Well, certainly a quality addition. Maybe I'll think of having one of those mounted on the Serendipity.
That sounds like it would work very well.
I can call the Serendipity with this, and I hold out my my watch thing. If I turned it to midnight, it was going to be like a whole special thing, but it never really came up, and that's what happens.
Yes, I understand the feeling.
Should I demonstrate?
And they grin and say, absolutely, I'd love to see it.
Smashes through the door.
I turn it to midnight and I press it. And I just sit there like, I turn it to midnight, I press it, I just sit there like patting my legs like with my hands very nervously.
And outside you see the occult serendipity like roll up and pose.
Yes!
Yeah.
Bravo! They clap. It's a wonderful machine. Are those? Did you add those? Is that a cannon on one of the arms?
Oh, yes, that's oh god, what did I call it? Yes, I call it an incendiary projector cannon. It shoots fire.
Incredible. You must show me how it works.
Well, I'd be happy to if you really want to, you'd really be interested in spending time with someone like me.
Miss Fontaine, Zara, there's nobody else I'd rather spend time with.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Wayland. With not everybody is sort of dancing here, but it was sort of like a gala, so I kind of assumed there would be dancing, and I'm very nervous when it comes to dancing because I don't really, I know how to dance a little bit, but I don't think I'm very good at it, and last time I tried to do it, Ford and Adeline got mad at me, and they said it was very...
Zara. They stand up and they hold out their hand. Would you like to dance?
It's okay if I'm not very good.
And they lean in and they say, don't worry, I'm even worse.
Okay.
And they look over at Anthony and say, Mr. Anthony, if you would. And Anthony picks up his violin and he starts to play.
And we do a really bad dance.
Yeah,
but it's cute.
It's great. And I think with that, I think the party kind of winds down until like the sun is above. It gets to be noon. Cause you're all really tired. There's people who are like falling asleep.
Which of us
people
are drunk?
Go up to their rooms.
I'm drunk.
Zara, we're all drunk.
We deserve it, I feel like.
Yep.
Radiant, let me tell you something.
What is it?
You're the best, and you're a really good teacher of Sunday school, and I really like it. And you're really strong, and you got a really cool, flashy mech. And I like fiction.
That's real nice of you to say, Zara. Thanks.
I'm gonna put 13 cannons on your mech. And they're all gonna shoot at once. And then anything that's standing in you, gonna get a lot of cannons.
Oh my god, I just remembered. We still have the candy and shit from the 7-Eleven trip.
So many lollipops.
Are we all just eating lollipops?
We have so many rainbow
I
lollipops.
think we're all just like... Can we all just be like sitting in a circle, like on the ground, just like eating these giant ass rainbow lollipops?
Yes,
absolutely.
Ford has his arm around Kevin in this scenario.
Wayland is maybe there too.
Radiant gives Zara some water because he's not as drunk, and he has.
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't think that was in character.
Yes, it was.
Shit. I thought it was a character.
You said it in a character voice. It's canon.
Okay.
I think Florian comes over. And she says, "Is there a room here for one more?"
Does she also have a lollipop?
I hand her a lollipop wordlessly.
She comes and
please, like for the aesthetics, please make her like sit down in this circle on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. She sits down and folds her legs. She's definitely had a bit to drink too. She's a little woozy, but she's still holding it together. So, this party sucked.
I don't know.
Well,
I gotta punch something.
I think it, I sort of glance up at Wayland and I say, I think it had some good moments.
got you here, which I appreciate you all taking the time out of your busy lives to visit.
Of course. Well, we did sort of come... I'm sorry about running away with the spear. I really kind of thought you was up to some... It was a suspicious... You ever read those kind of books where a rich person invites people to a mansion for a party and then somebody gets murdered in the house?
And then locks them in the wine cellar.
I was really coming into this with that kind of attitude.
I'm actually kind of surprised no one got murdered. Well, I mean, no one. Oh, yeah. Okay, I meant by another guest.
Yeah, there is that.
Small mercies.
Radiant crunches down on his lollipop and he's like, "Why didn't you just tell us from the start? This feels like a stupid thing to do. To just for a really long time there, I didn't trust you, and it's because God is evil. But also, I'll tell you guys about it later. You could have just told us from the start."
She nods and she says, "I was afraid. Afraid that you wouldn't remember me. That
we don't.
We
Super don't.
We're sorry about that.
It's not our fault. Everybody thinks that everybody keeps talking to us like we're the original Titans.
No, we're a totally new lot.
We're better.
We don't have shit, my dude."
Yeah, I guess, I was just hoping that I would see my friends again.
So you are one of the originals. You're not a reincarnation.
Nope. The reincarnation was a backup plan. I was the only one who made it to the stasis pods.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. I'm sorry.
She puts her hands. She puts her hands in her face and starts to cry, and she says,
Oh no!
I woke up alone."
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No one here is qualified to deal with this.
No, we're...
I put an arm around her.
I pat her on the knee.
She just grabs you. She clings to you, Amatyne.
Oh no! Oh boy! I look wildly at Kevin. He's always been the charismatic one.
Well, you're not alone now. Or at least, you don't have to be.
I mean, really, she wasn't, we were here before you, but yes, you're also very important.
Oh my god, you're not helping.
And Florian, kind of wrestles with herself and gets herself under control. She says, Right. We're all together now, even if you're not them. You're still the Titans. It means we should work together.
Yeah, and if you want to be friends, we can hang out.
Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do here. I'm sure .The will still be putting in his order.
Oh, we're still doing that?
Oh yeah, we're still doing that?
You really?
Yes, I meant all of it.
So
much.
Maybe we
Hey, could we put a pause on specifically Dauntless LaRue, though?
Yeah, just him. Just him.
He has it seems like he has relatively nefarious designs for the silver kindness.
No offense.
And she slaps her leg and she says, "We built fail-safes into them.
Huh.
They've got back doors. They lock up if I press the right button."
I don't trust like that.
Well, that's actually a really smart thing to do. Yeah, actually, I'm on board. That's smart. Yeah, if we could just shut them off, then hell yeah. Let's throw them out there.
Yeah, but I still meant it. So many people died because we weren't there to save them. Even back when the Bastion could fly and we could drop wherever we wanted.
Hold on, what? It can what now?
Fly?
It's a boat.
It's a ship.
God, it's a cool one.
Now, hypothetically, could it make it to the... Just hypothetically, could it make it to the moon? Just hypothetically.
Yes, if the cannons don't shoot it down first.
Okay.
What now?
Which?
So
The anti-air defenses around Penumbra.
I raise my hand.
Sorry.
This is so
Okay,
much.
so Penumbra is the place where the Anguished are coming from, and it is currently under the control of the Anguished, so for us to go there would essentially be assaulting a major city.
Yes, a major city powered by 2 evil gods with monsters coming out of the wazoo.
Who's the other one?
Tyrianthe.
Ford looks really awkward.
I thought that one was very obvious. Wait, who's the other evil god?
She seems nice.
And she looks
Wait,
like...
who are we talking about? It says Radiant in character. Mari knows.
No.
Tyrianthe, the moon goddess. Tiyuku picked up this dagger and spoke with her, and she was definitely up to no good. But wait, who's the other evil god?
Wait, you found the Moonstone Dagger?
Does everyone get to
Nope.
talk to gods before me? Was that a thing that happened?
Sorry. We found, we found the Moonstone Dagger, but it was lost.
Hold on. Did Zara tell Ford that she talked to the moon goddess?
Yes, I told you
Okay.
that Tiyuku talked to the moon goddess.
Right, but not that Zara talked to the moon goddess.
I didn't
Okay.
talk to the moon goddess.
Right, you didn't. You
I
talked
talked to Kados.
Right, yeah, okay.
Who's the other evil god? Somebody tell Zara.
I just said it was Chella.
Oh, did you?
My bad.
You might have,
Yeah, he
might
just
have,
said Chella
Yeah.
was evil. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not great.
No.
You doing okay, Radiant?
No.
Okay.
There's a lot of ground to cover with that. I was...
What was
Yes?
the other spear? The other weapon in the thing? I stole the spear, but there was another one.
Oh, that's the Sunblade.
Is
now
that
is
one
that
evil?
god evil?
No, she's just tired.
Same.
Mood.
Can she help?
She is. She's making sure nothing else comes. She points up at the sun. Her patrol marks our days. She's keeping watch.
Radiant raises his hand, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, I broke it. The spear. It's broken now. So, just for the record, sorry about that."
She kind of chuckles. She says, I wasn't hoarding it. I just was afraid what would happen if somebody else touched it. Guess that's not a problem anymore, huh?
Guess not.
Now, hypothetically, could I talk to the moon lady again?
Well, you could, except that we don't have the dagger, so you can't.
Right, we don't have the
Yep.
dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Good
So
new, honest
drunk.
friends.
She just kind of looks back and forth between the two of you, like kind of, what? Okay.
Everyone is super honest with each other all the time.
yeah.
How many gods are there? Is that like a known thing? Is there like a pantheon?
There's a bunch of them, right?
There's
that
a
was
bunch.
what we talked about.
So
Yeah.
there's the Trinity above, which was Chella, Tyrianthe, and Amatyne. The sun, the moon, and the sky.
Yes.
There's the Trinity within, or the trifecta within, which is the Mother of Invention, the Obsidian Author, and the Iridescent Opal. Who are creativity, remembrance, and beauty. And then there's
Nice.
other
Sick.
gods around, but those are the two major groups. Then there's Valentine.
I was just gonna say, you want to talk to a god? I can get you a god. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You looking for a new god, Radiant? I got one.
Comes
I'm
with a citizenship.
I'm gonna get mine.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get him. We're gonna bring him home.
Bring him home.
Just like the Martian.
We're gonna fix him. We're gonna make him nice.
But Florian says, well, I'm glad that we are all on the same page now. There's still a lot that I don't remember. Being asleep for 2,000 years will do that. But hopefully together we can move forward. I I still have my plan. Build up the Silver Kindness, unify the archipelago, take the fight to Penumbra.
That actually sounds like a really solid plan to me.
Yeah, that sounds... Yeah. We were just kind of
the only
stumbling
thing
around.
It's a little troubling to think about the Silver Kindness units being used for conventional warfare during the archipelago, but
yeah.
I guess on the other hand, it's not like any major wars have happened in the archipelago for a number of years.
No. And besides, they're not going to have the Silver Kindness for long.
Why not? Because we're going to Penumbra with them?
Sort of. Half the problem with the archipelago is that there's so many different interests. There needs to be a unified voice. We'll give them the Silver Kindness, and then they will join us.
Will they have, like, a choice in the matter?
Well...
This is a yes or no question. This is not an essay question.
True or false?
Once the magnanimity of the situation is made clear to them, they will join us.
Yeah, no offense, that still sounds super cryptic, and I think we're all just like a little bit too drunk for that right now.
She smiles and she says, "Don't worry about it. I'll handle it."
I don't trust like that.
I high-five Radiant.
The boys are back in town.
Hey!
She sighs and she stands back up. She says, "We've got a lot of fixing up to do with the castle. But we'll be in touch. Tower North is online. And I'll have people go to... I was planning on sending Solomon to set up the central tower."
You're not going to come with us?
I really want to. But I still have a lot of work to do in Baron. But we can keep in touch.
Yeah, we all have phones that we don't use.
Yeah, we could also stick around our, the Bastion moves.
Bastion just move.
Could maybe help with construction.
If you'd like. We've got resources here, but more is never unwelcome. Israel, I think she just nods and leaves. What is the last thing we see of the Titans?
Well,
Radiant bites into an entire lollipop.
do we...
Well, you know what? That you say it as a joke, but maybe it's like that sort of like serious moment that's punctuated by humor.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Where I think Zara immediately goes, "Oh, you just bit into that lollipop, Radiant. You didn't even wait to lick it."
Your teeth.
I got cobalt teeth. I love the crunch.
In Valentina, you get arrested if you bite into a lollipop.
Well, I won't go to Valentina, damn.
Is it sacrilegious?
But it's just not done. You don't get arrested, actually. It's just not done. It's not good. It's not smart.
Alright, and I think that's our last shot, is the Titans sitting in a circle. Squabbling, having their fun.
Yeah.
And Florian von Argent walking away.
The end.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see you next year, everybody.
The end.
Bye. Well, wait, you're probably going to record some ending stinger, right? Because you had the whole thing planned.
Should we do end of session?
Oh God, we need to.
Yeah.
We need to burn through these end of session moves really fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go through them very quickly. First, end of session moves. Has one of your bonds been resolved?
I think Radiant his adherence to the presets of Chella, for sure. Because that's no longer like a thing.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, mine was also about Radiant's connection to Chella.
All right, we're gonna write.
I've given you all free XP. Also, I think my all of my bonds are kind of resolved, but I'm gonna give the one with forward priority because it's bad.
Hell yeah!
I leveled up.
You leveled up.
Oh yeah, me too.
I have 16 XP before we do our little number.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah!
I have 13.
Okay. Alignments. Did you do?
Prove the value of my inventions to others.
I think that happens.
Okay, cool.
I think I defended my allies in every way possible.
I agree. Adeline, I think you discovered something about a magical mystery.
Oh yeah.
Radiant, I think you endangered yourself.
Yes. So, here's the thing. The precepts of my church are still, like, protect people.
Absolutely.
Like, that's not different. I might change my alignments at some point.
That sounds like probably like a good idea.
Yeah.
So everyone get that. Lastly, did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think a lot of things.
We sure did.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
Does the spear count?
Does the spear count?
That was... Yeah, spear counts.
I broke it.
Yay!
Yeah.
We looted it. We literally looted that, by the way.
Yeah, quite literally.
Yep.
Anything else?
So everyone marks XP for that? No. I mean, everyone should think of their new Radiant bond.
Yes.
Yes.
Mine's like, what Radiant's connection to Chella is unsure, and then some sort of phrasing about it helping him figure out how to not be a paladin. But I have to think about it.
Hell yeah.
I have a question. Radiant, will you be honest about you losing your paladin abilities to us, or will that like go unsaid?
I think once he's gathered his bearings on like what he is now, he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not a paladin anymore. Like,
sure. In that case, mine is without his paladin abilities, Radiant is lost. What a perfect time to introduce him to the sciences.
Ruh-roh.
Mine is Radiant is a strong ally, and I want to fight by his side.
Aww.
Hell yeah.
One nice one.
All right. And that is the end of the season. We've got some extant threats still looming over the horizon. We've got some sort of wild shit gonna happen next time. But for now, our kids can rest, carouse, and eat some lollipops.
And should we level up?
Yeah, but that's gonna be off camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll take care of all that.
Because I got a lot of XP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Let's cool. Should we clap?
How about we clap?
I need to open the thing.
Yes.
That's a 50 or on the minute?
On the minute.
On the minute.
That's not open yet.
Let's clap on the minute.
Oh wait, shit! I don't have it. No, there it is. Okay.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yes. All right. So that's the story. The new Titans saved the day, and the archipelago lived to see another sunrise. What's that? Not finished? Well, of course, darling. Nothing ever truly ends, after all. You know that more than anybody. Still, I see your point. So much remains unresolved. Will the Titans and the last Titan left alive be able to see eye to eye in the days to come? How far, truly, does the influence of the trapped gods of Penumbra spread? And what's going to happen with the capitalist and the stolen armor? Well, that's a story that's still being written, and I'll admit, I'm not a clairvoyant. I'm simply an author. Don't worry, I'll keep watching, keep reading, keep following the adventures of these young heroes. Their story is not yet over, not by a long shot. But for now, I think they deserve a little bit of rest. Bit of time out of the spotlight. We'll see them again soon enough. Fret not. Besides, I believe they have a book for me to read.
Mr. Blackstone, there's something I need to tell you.